Hello, Crafty Mavens. This is Megan, and I am back today with a quick and simple Project Life page. So, I am super behind in my Project Life, and I am kind of sad about that. I started kind of late. I think I started this year's Project Life in March, and it kind of set me up for, I don't want to say failure, but it set me up to kind of set me back for the rest of the year. So I've gotten all the way scrapbooked through March, and this spread will deal with a few days in April. I think it's April 8th through the 13th or 15th, I think, is what I scrapbook on this page. And I am just doing one page because I am a super slow scrapper when it comes to Project Life, and it takes me an hour just to do one simple page like this. And I'm thinking that what I'm going to need to do is just keep it super simple. So this spread actually is really simple, but I could probably make it even more simple. So I am going to work on trying to do at least 1 to 2 Project Life spreads a week next year to catch up on my 2017. I will also want to do 1 spread a week for 2018 as I go along. I'm sorry, I hope you can't hear that. Apparently my dog Piper is choking. My goodness, she was like... Anyway, okay, so here you can see I got that first card done, and that one is a 4x6, and then the rest of the pockets are going to be 3x4s. So I'm just going to work with 1 row at a time so that I don't overwhelm you with the whole page being there with photos. I do have a lot of photos on this spread. I think I only have 1 full journaling card that is only a journaling card and that doesn't have a photo, so that's actually pretty awesome. But I am going to cut down quite a few photos and do some journaling on some other cards. But so that first photo, I just kept it super simple, used the really super glittery card that said favorite on it, and then I did some journaling next to the photo. Now you can see here I have 2 3x4 photos, and I stamped the date on that one that's on the left. It had snowed or it was snowing, and so I thought it would be kind of cool to stamp the date on the bench where you can see the snow. So I did that, and then I am going to spend a little bit of time fussy cutting out this word epic, and I am going to cut out most of this because fussy cutting really isn't that much fun to watch. Okay, so now I have this word all glued down, and instead of using the I from the Project Life card, I am going to use a cute little heart. And then for the journaling, I am going to just write out, let me see, it says, snow in April is always quote unquote fun, ... And I'm just going to glue that little white strip of journaling down at the bottom, and that is that for that card. And here I am actually going to glue this, what is that called? It's a heart, but it is an enamel glitter heart. And I'm going to use that as the dot for the eye. Okay, now I am really going to try my hardest to use this cute little arrow card that says adorbs on it on this picture of Max just cuddled up on the couch with the pillows. But it is not going to work because it's too big. And I was so bummed about that because I thought it was just the cutest thing ever. So here I decide to bring in this cute little XOXO card, or it's a 3D embellishment. And this is from one of the, I think this is a Valentine's Day line from a couple years ago, maybe. It might have been earlier this year, but I kind of feel like it was last year, so 2016. And so I'm just going to use that. And then here is where I am going to cut up this little heart or the arrow and just use the phrase adorbs. So I'm going to glue that down right above that XOXO tag, and that is perfect. And I am done with that card. Now we're going to move on to the next 4 cards, and I am actually going to work out of order here. At first I was thinking I was going to start with that first photo on the left and use that arrow to cover up that crazy blown out highlight in that photo, but then I decided to move on to this drawing. It's a photo of a drawing that I took that Tinian made. So Tinian is a super big drawer, blah, blah, I can't say that word. He loves to just grab tons of computer paper and he will leave drawings all over the house. And he loves markers, but he'll occasionally use crayons. Let's see, a few months ago he saw, I think it was when we were back to school shopping, and we were looking for crayons, and he was with me. That was my mistake. I should not have brought him with me. But of course they had the cheapo, 50 cent or 25 cent crayons. And then they also had this humongous box of crayons with like 300 crayons. And he had to have the humongous box. So yeah. Anyway, I apologize, but I stopped. I got a phone call, and so I stopped the camera, and apparently I didn't realize I hadn't started it back up again. So I just showed you all of the end results. I really didn't do that much. I embellished some of the photos a little bit, but mostly I just kept it simple. So we're almost done here. I used this Once Upon a Time tag, and I just journal underneath it, and I said I felt good enough to put on makeup and get dressed, because the month of April we will call what was it? I did a layout, and I called it the month of being sick. Not anything great, but April I had a UTI for about 2 weeks, and then that got so bad and wasn't responding to medicine that it turned into a horrific kidney infection. Some of you might remember that. It was absolutely awful. So I am now getting to the point where I am scrapbooking about that awful time. And yeah, so I kept these simple. I just stamped the date on it, and I am done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your week. Bye now.